to Virgo. Let's see what we're telling the sign of Virgo. Virgo, you got the Hierophant first. Might have something to do with your marriage. Oh, Lord. Or your commitment. Oh, God. Or some kind of training or teaching, especially if you're a trainer or a teacher or something. Or, oh, goodness. Those first two cards. I'm shocked that Virgo got those first two cards. I'm upset now. Like, really? What's going on with Virgo? Lord. Oh, wait. Oh, Lord. Goodness gracious. I mean, that fell over. I don't know if that wanted to be there, but I let it go. What is going on, Virgo? Lord, my Virgo. Oh, I see what's going on now in that card. Sitting in the main position. Oh. Yep, that's it too. Mm-hmm. What else is going on? What's that? Well, that didn't really pop out, so let me give it another shot. Oh, Lord. Oh, I gotta take it. So, Virgo, I got a story to tell you, Lord. First of all, you start with the Hierophant, okay? So, again, you could be dealing with a Taurus. This might have something to do with a Taurus Scorpio axis. Don't know if you're dealing with, Tauruses or Scorpios, or if that's an issue. This could do with your marriage as well. But you have the Tower over this. This is a Scorpio, a Taurus Scorpio cross, basically, with them sitting on top of each other. And it makes me wonder, like, I mean, my first thought is, oh God, an ending of a marriage, or an ending of a commitment, or someone breaks a commitment, or it might be some issues with training. Maybe a contract is ended with some type of training that you do, or maybe you end some type of schooling that you might be doing. This might have something to do with legalities as well. I see the Seven of Pentacles. This could be something that you started as well from a financial viewpoint. It's just in the baby stages. It's something you're growing. Look at this. This is you, the Empress, Virgo. So it's maybe some new project, some, your creative baby that you're working on. I feel like you might even be a little obsessed with it with the devil here. I want you to be careful about how much energy you're putting into that, especially if it doesn't lead to anything or hasn't. But it could be that you're dealing with a Capricorn, or something that has to do with the things that you really want. I always say the devil is the seven deadly sins. So think about all of those things, like lust and gluttony and envy and all of that stuff, greed and that thing. Here's the King of Wands. So it's funny. This may have something to do with being a leader. Maybe you're dealing with someone who's a male who is a Leo or an Aries or a Sagittarius, or it might just be that you need to embody some of those dominant male qualities yourself. The King of Wands is a strong, confident, well-dressed, sexy man. That's the way I see the King of Wands. And he is always in charge. Like, he is not a subordinate, ever. He doesn't know how. He won't make a good subordinate. So, I mean, I feel like that could be part of the issue, is that you need to have some of that, what they call the masculine, dominant masculine, in your chart, Virgo. Virgos tend to be a little timid. So it might not hurt to be the boss, to be the teacher, right? The Hierophant and the judge and the boss and the leader. In the current position, you had the Eight of Wands. And the Eight of Wands is an interesting card because it is about getting on to the right road, making the right plan of action. Like, once you create this amazing plan of action that'll get you where you need to go. It could be something creative that you're working on. You will go so fast. It'll be like the speed of light. But you have to first create this road, this avenue, this method, this means of getting to wherever it is you're trying to go. Once you discover that, once you create that, you're going to be going there so fast. Look at this strength card. This, again, to me is a Leo card. It's like you're surrounded by Leo, but it also could just be that there's strength in that passion and that fire, and you doing that. And it might be that you just need to get some rest. Your strength, I think, is going to be in getting your rest. I really believe that. I think some Virgos have been struggling with their health, and you need to get some rest. Here's the Page of Pentacles. I think also it gives you time to work on your money, give your money time to grow, and especially if you're feeling ill. You know what I mean? There was an extra card that came out. It was a Nine of Swords. This just tells me that Virgos have been worried about everything. I think you've been worried about money because it was sitting on the Page of Pentacles. And I just feel like you've been worried about everything, though. Just every single blessed thing. I just feel like I just sense the worry. I feel the worry just emanating from Virgo. And I don't know how long you've been in that feeling of complete and total worry, but I sense it, that you've been worried. And my goodness, you got so many major arcana. Let's see here. You've got 5 major arcana. So let's look over these like individually. So you got the Hierophant, you got the Tower, you got the Empress, the Devil, and Strength. And I've talked a little bit about it, but when I put them all together, it tells its own message. So I like to do that. But the Hierophant really does deal with learning and teaching and commitment, like in a relationship, a lot of that. It's Taurus. So all of the things of Taurus, I often think about when I think about the Hierophant. I want to do this because I have not. This little thing here, I just want to see what it says about the Hierophant because I have not looked at it. I don't think ever. I just always just give my 2 cents. So this is what it says, because this is a light seer's tarot. So I knew it was going to have some other different meaning than I'm used to. And it says here, outdated systems or ways of thinking. So I think I said something about you making a plan or doing something different. This is about outdated systems or ways of thinking or dogma or rebelling against societal norms or abuse of power, stagnation, ego-based leadership, a need to connect with the spirit. Now, I think it's weird that the ego-based leadership popped up when the first 6 cards, it was started with the Hierophant and then it had the King of Wands. So that's leadership all over the place. And it's a need to connect with spirit. I am my own guru, and the guidance I need is rooted in my faith, my belief, and my unique essence. So I think at the bottom of everything, that's really the message. No matter what else I tell you, that's really your main message, okay? But I'm going to read these backwards because I like to do that. And when I do it, or here, at least what I'm looking at is the Tower and the Empress, the Devil, the Strength, the Hierophant. So we had the Hierophant, I think, over the Tower. And the funny thing is, I feel like with that, it's about I just sense like if you don't try something new, because you had the Empress right after, it's about you trying something new and being creative. When you do that and break that stagnation, and go for your goals, not just for the money like greed or something devil, but when you go for your creative abilities, what inspires you, what isn't stagnant, not what isn't like uniform, but what you do based on your heart and your spirit, what moves you and your passions, and make a plan of action about it. Whatever it is, this is all new. Create something a new method, a new way of doing things. And when you do that, I'm telling you, Virgo, it's all going to work in your favor if you're going to have success at that point. On the bottom of the deck, King of Swords. So you might have to do some investigating and looking around and learning things and gaining. And you're the King of Wands, so you might be working with men, but I feel like when you do your investigations and you gather details and facts and analysis, then you're going to win. I feel like that's going to be the secret to your success, is that you are doing this great research or rational analysis and data and all of those different things. Because the King of Swords is really information and fact based. You might even be doing different research or doing things online, even, or uh, reading lots of books or journals or anything like that. I just sense that is something that's going on with Virgo. Either way, I wish you the best, Virgo. May you create something new and amazing that leads to your success. So